Welcome back there, fam. We got my skate tee collection ready to go. Stay tuned. So yes, like I said, we got my skate tee collection ready to go, and actually one of these t-shirts has been with me for so long, all the way since I started skateboarding. So that's one of these tees in here. So before we get into the skate tees, make sure to like, comment down below. I do my best to respond to everyone who comments, and consider subscribing to the channel. So let's get into the first tee straight off. We do got a vintage shorties. The tag size XL, you got top ramen on the top. Amazing. First off, does say shorties. I grew up with shorties. I do have a picture right there. I had the S sleeves one. I was 12 years old and actually thrifted that tee, seeing that years before in around 98, 99, and coming up on it at a Salvation Army of all things. You got to thank my grandma on that one for bringing me to Salvation Army and me coming up on a shorties tee. Actually, I did pick this one up at Harbor's Vintage Hawaii. So did visit. Eric welcomed me with warm arms, definitely. And coming up on this one in the rack, it was a must-have. Yes, the tag is actually roached out. You can barely see the tea kettle and the Flip logo, but yes, we do got a Flip tee right here. Flip skateboards. This one is a 1999 Tom Penny. I believe it's called Acid or Acid Drop. As you see where the box is right in the middle, this is indicative of those 90s skate tees. I saw a lot of Birdhouse, a lot of hookups. That's where it's at. Now this one is definitely a weird one. It still has the Goodwill tag on it, but on a Stedman Hike crew. And it does have the front here right here, California Surf Club Hawaii. It does have the CH t-shirts, and you flip that around. This one's a crazy one. It actually looks like Thrasher. It does say Gasher on it. I believe this is 1989. Crazy looking at this graphic. This is a creative street skating in Ghost Town, doing some street plant. First off, looking like Ratfink. And just the whole thing was insane. It does say exclusive interview with Joe Scab. I looked up so much on the internet trying to find this graphic or what this is. I still haven't found it to date, but it's still in the collection. It's a single stitch tee, and that is a crazy graphic. It is a 1998 Supreme box logo t-shirt, and the print is somewhat cracking. This is what you want to see, by the way. Has the bigger, thicker font of the Supreme logo. First off, black box logo, somewhat atonal, black on black, but does have the contrasting white. Another thing to point out on these tags that they did fade out, but they do have a certain feel to them, a very silky feel. Got the vintage hookups tee. Let's open this up to see the full graphic. I did have a red ice tee growing up. I skated that one into the ground. So sad. I wish I kept it. Let's say Maiden USA, and this one's a blast from the past for me when I see this tag. This is the era, and I have no cracking on it. Just incredible. We got 3 shirts I just want to briefly go over because these are from the 90s Serial Killer Incorporated tees that were somewhat is the skate culture. So all made in USA, by the way. Pee Wee Herman does say Serial Killer right on the top. Very small print, and it does have Masturbate in the bottom. If you remember Saratoga, then you know what's up with this one. The People versus Larry Flint. Crazy movie. Does have the Serial Killer flag right in the front, almost like the US flag. It's pretty crazy considering this is for Larry Flint. And then an awesome piece that I do have here is Children Are the Future Serial Killer. You got Leon the Professional. If you've seen the movie and you see Natalie Portman in there, it is a crazy upturned movie. Back then, it was pushing the boundaries for 93. We got a 1998 DVS Shoe Company tee. Let's get it going right here on the front. You got 98. You got DVS. Again, DVS was one of the end-all be-all skate companies. One of the very first skate shoes that I did have were DVS's. Growing up with a brand, this was everything. Get the little keychain. That is what I grew up with. On to this one, we do got our brand that everybody knows, Ghetto Child, which, if you don't know, Chad Muska. Tag, you got Made in the USA, 100% quality. This one, we got a Made in USA independent truck company tag, and this is a Made in USA NHS tag, the original logo, which they have removed this so far. I believe that they call it the Iron Cross. This has been removed. And back then in the NorCal area, when they started this company, this whole thing was about the bikers in the area, so the biker style. Now we got a Birdhouse tee, again one of the only Birdhouse tees that I still have in the collection. I had an original Birdhouse classic logo growing up. I believe it was around 2001 I did get it, and the thing was just skated into the ground. Again, rips everywhere, tears. And this was actually a size large. You got the Birdhouse Made in USA tag in blue, and then you got Tony Hawk graphic. The print is amazing, and I got it for a steal. Onto this was a local spot. when I grew up with my friends, we used to go down the street, and you had a skate shop there. And this one's local. This is 118 Board Shop. Go look it up. You see a lot of stuff because Paul Rodriguez was known. And if you know Nigel Alexander, again, NKA Vids through YouTube, then you know this was his roots of like where he used to work and everything. And again, we knew Nigel, and it's just crazy. I love to see what he's pushing on, and to find this. I also found a hoodie, 118 Board Shop hoodie. These are things I grew up with. We got another piece right here from 118 Board Shop, by the way. This was actually tagged up, and I found this at a thrift shop. It is a size small, sadly. I did have a Monkey Business board, which is in this picture right here. But Monkey Business was really known for, or what we used to buy it for, are pressure pads. Go right here, the monkey face was the little keychain that came out of the pressure pads also. So that is a crazy piece. Again, the graphic is not cracking. It is a brand new DS piece. Again, made in USA. Now we got another flip tee right here. Same tag as the other, which is a crazy thing altogether. I got it for a steal online, and yes, you got the flip. You got that flip logo. I've worn it a few times. It was a little yellowed around the collar, and you know, what do you expect? It's a white tee from back then, and it's got minimal cracking, and I love the age of it as much as it is aged. We got another one here, Spitfire wheels, made in USA. Does have the red and black tag. The stuff I grew up with, I didn't pick it up, and one of them was Spitfire. And the thing is, I found this one not too long back, and I remember finding this tag a lot, and I just never picked it up. So this one is actually really cool. Again, just no cracking on it. Whoever had it didn't wear it, and I found it at a thrift. Gotta say thank you. And I was still using Spitfire Formula 4s until I switched to Dragons just recently. Now this is the tee I was talking about that has been with me from this whole entire time, from originally learning to skate all the way till now. It is an A-Team tee, and a lot of people don't even know the brand anymore. They don't even know whose brand this was, and all I can say is Rodney Mullen. Again, shout out Rodney Mullen, the legend, the originator of all, you know, skate street tricks that we know today is pretty much Rodney Mullen. And that's the crazy thing. This is an A-Team tee. It has the Made in USA tag, and it's a crazy looking tag to begin with. And the fact that it's in this condition is just, it blows my mind that I still have it. Again, I didn't wear it so much, but the times I did, it's got some minimal cracking in there, and that's one for the book. We do got a Made in USA Lakai, and I love this one because this is the tag I grew up with Lakai. So it does say extra large, and you flip that around. This tag underneath here is actually the Chrome Hearts, vintage Chrome Hearts tag tees that they were using. So Chrome Hearts use this blank, and even Lakai use these type of blanks, and they're strong, they are good, and they do their job. And it's crazy because the graphic has no cracks in it. So again, whoever wore it, whoever had it, only probably had it for just having it, and then they tossed it away, donated it to a thrift. Now, we got another thrifted piece right here. We got a Mark Gonzalez crooked skateboarding tee. It's just crazy. Again, you got the Made in USA underneath here tag, so I see this blank, and it says get it straight, ride crooked. Front graphic just looks awesome. At first I was selling this thing originally when I found it, and then I figured out what graphic this was, whose it was, and this one just went straight into the skate collection. Again, this is before the skate hype, and skate tees were very hyped. It's been crazy. So this one is a Mark Gonzalez crooked. At that skull does have the M right above the forehead, and so going to the end of this one, and going to the end of these two pieces right here, we got Consolidated Skateboards, a skateboard brand that I grew up with right into those like 2000 eras, and I didn't see it anymore after a while. And finding this one at a thrift, I picked it up. And going back to the very old school, we do got the older Gildan right here. It is an Airwalk Tee, and I believe I have one other Airwalk Tee that is a little older, and it does have like cracked eggs on it. So I don't know where that tee is. It's probably in the stash, the pile over here. But that is all the skate tees in my collection. I want to say thank you if you stayed along with this. Seeing all these skate tees really do bring me back to another time starting skating, and the fact that this year I'm getting back into skating. And if you've seen my channels list on my channel, it does have my skate channel on there. So if you want to follow that, go follow that. But seeing a lot of the brands that I talked about, they're just not here anymore. And it's crazy seeing all the brands that have disappeared from the skate shops and now are new brands coming into the skate shop. So I just gotta say thank you for watching again. If you like what you saw, like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. With that, I'm just gonna say what I always say. Hit that sub button because more videos coming. This was Mick from Fresh from the Fleet.